my October TBR. Quite a lot happening in October. Got quite a few readathons. So hopefully I can manage this. Plus I'm going to be showing a new TBR game that I've been thinking about for a while, and after some encouragement from some book friends and stuff like that, I've decided to go ahead and try it. So yeah, hope you enjoy that. But that'll be like the last part of the video, I guess. I'm going to do the TBRs for readathons first, and then I'll move on to the TBR game. Yeah. Okay. The first thing, of course, the most important is Supernaturalathon, which is the readathon created by Steph over at Steph Loves. That's actually how we became friends when I participated last year when she first created it. So that was really cool. I can't believe we've been friends for like a year already. That's just insane. It feels like we've been friends for longer. So yeah, I'm excited to participate again. So anyway, this is for the whole month of October, Supernaturalathon. There is also Instagram photo challenge as well. I will link the announcement video in the description so you can get all of the information in one place. But this year, instead of just doing like prompts to do with quotes from characters, this time she's done it as specific episodes in every season. You'll see as I go. Yeah. So season 1 for the first prompt is Devil's Trap, to read a book with a symbol on the cover. And I'm actually going to go with The Wicker King by K. Ancrum. Is that how you say it? I think so, Ancrum. There you go. It has like a bunch of like symbols and stuff on the cover. So that's what I'm going to do. I managed to get it on Kindle for really cheap, so I was happy about that. Excited about that. Season 2 is All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2. Featured a supernatural creature. So that can be like anything from vampires, werewolves, ghosts, anything like that. So I'm going to go with vampires, and I'm going to go with A Bargain in Silver by Joseph Jeffrey. This is the first in a series, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is Solus Invicti Book 1. I think that's how you say that. But I'm excited to read this for sure. Steph says it's really good, so gonna try it. Season 3 is Mystery Spot, do a reread, and I'm going to be rereading Spellslinger by Sebastian de Castell. I first read this last summer, and it's kind of one of the books, well, the original book, that kind of reignited my love for fantasy. So I'm excited to reread it. Yes, and also thank you to Claire for Books and Ink for buying me this copy, because I didn't have a physical copy, and then she sent me this off my wish list, which was so sweet. So I'm excited to reread it. Yay. Season 4 is Yellow Fever, a comedy horror / thriller. I'm gonna go with Broken Skin by Stuart McBride. Probably thinking, that's just thriller, that doesn't make sense, how is it comedy? Well, Steph says you can kind of interpret this however you will, and one of the detectives, I don't know if she's a detective sergeant investigator, I don't know what her title is, but I think it's D.I. Steele. She is the funniest person ever. The absolute sarcasm and snarkiness that comes off her is the best thing in the world. It's just Scottish, so it's even funnier. The audiobooks are amazingly funny. I don't know, I'm just continuously laughing at the Scottish accents. This actually takes place in Aberdeen, which is not that far from me, which is really cool. I love Stuart McRae's books. This is the third in the Logan McRae series, DS Logan McRae. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm classing like Steel as like the comedy relief. This is the only thing I could think of. I could not get my hands on a proper comedy horror, which was kind of annoying, so this was the closest thing I could do, and Steph says it counts, so I'm gonna count it. Season 5 is Changing Channels, a book to movie or book to TV adaptation, and oh god, I'm gonna go with Volume 9 of the Walking Dead graphic novels. Absolutely love the Walking Dead TV show. So I'm gonna go for volume 9. Plus it's short because it's a graphic novel, so it should be quick and easy to get through. So that's good. Because I've got some slightly bigger books on this TBR, so I need all the graphic novels I can get. Season 6 is The French Mistake, and that's to read a sci-fi. So I'm gonna go with Saga Volume 2. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I enjoyed Saga Volume 1. I think I read it like, oh, I don't know if it was the beginning of this year or the end of last year. I can't remember, but I really did enjoy it. So I'm gonna read Volume 2 finally. Season 7 is Death's Door, a sad book. I kind of took this a little more literally with like words, so I'm gonna go with the death of Mrs. Westaway. Westaway. Oh my god, I don't know how you say that. By Ruth Weir. The word death is kind of sad. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Plus, this is a budget read with Anne Carty over on Instagram, so I'm excited to read this. Season 8 is LARP and the Real Girl, like LARP, live action roleplay and the Real Girl, and you have to read a queer fantasy. I was kind of sketchy on this because I don't know if it's like a true fantasy or if it's dystopian. But Steph says it counts, so I'm gonna go with Pet by Kwaki Messi. So yeah, I'm excited too. I actually started this a few months back and then just didn't continue. I got distracted by other stuff. So finally I'm gonna start over and go through it, and it's really short as well. So I'm excited about that. Of what I read, I loved it. So yeah. Season 9 is Dog Dean Afternoon. I love Dean. A book featuring an animal on the, like, either in the book, on the cover, whatever. And I'm going to go with Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. There is a massive crow on the cover. So, yeah. Me and Steph are going to be buddy reading this in October. And she also sweetly gifted me this copy. So thank you also for this. I know I've already thanked you a loads of times, but I'm so excited. The maps are beautiful. So yeah, I'm excited to continue and finish this duology. Season 10, fan fiction. You have to like read a book that features fan fiction or is about fan fiction or is fan fiction of something. I might be pushing my luck, but it does feature some sort of fan fiction. I'm going to go with Loveless by Alice Oseman. This is going to be a reread because I read it in September. I already want to reread it. A favourite book of the year, by the way. But the main character, Georgia, oh my god. Keep thinking it's Georgie, but it's not. It's Georgia. Does read fan fiction in this. So, yes. That's why I'm going to count it. So, it counts. Season 11, Baby. We all love Baby. A vehicle on the cover. I said that funny. There is a like a, I don't know if it's like a SUV or something, but it has its backlights on. So there you go. It's The Samaritan by Mason Cross. Just a thriller. I've had it for a long time. Yeah. Season 12, Regarding Dean, featuring witches. I'm going to be reading The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, I'm going to be reading that, and there's witches. It's in the synopsis, so I'm going to count it. I've heard really great things about this middle grade, so it should be easy enough to read because it is middle grade, so I'm hoping so. Season 13, Scooby Natural. Read a graphic novel, and I'm gonna go with Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I've heard amazing things about this from a lot of people, so I'm finally gonna read it. The art is stunning. It's so pretty. So I'm finally gonna read it, and I love anything to do with pumpkins, to be honest. So that's fine. It's kind of like a joke between me and my uncle about pumpkins. So yeah. Season 14, Lebanon, a book featuring family, so it doesn't have to be like a blood family, you know. It could be fine family, like family doesn't end with blood, or fine family or related family, anything So I'm gonna go with The Diviners by Lima Bray. This is also the group book for Supernaturalathon. I might end up having to change this depending whether like Libby, like through my library, will give me. I guess it's on hold right now, so I'm waiting to see if I can get my hands on it. So if I don't, then I will have to end up picking something else for that prompt. But you'll probably see in the vlogs whether I get to read it or not. That's fine. And season 15, Carry On My Wayward Son, the next in a series. And I went with Mary Mary by James Patterson, which is the God knows what number in the Alex Cross series. He's up there somewhere. He's like, you can sort of see him peeking through. So yeah, I don't know what number this is. But it's the next in the Alex Cross series that I need to read. I'm a little bit behind on that series because the books are still coming out. So I'm surprised the dude isn't dead yet. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, yeah, read that for next in the series. Like I said, I'll link, Steph's original announcement video in the description with all the other information. There's also a Discord as well, but that'll be in her description. So yeah, that's everything for Supernatural, I think. The next race that I'll be taking part in is the Ace Race. I think this is also for the whole month of October, as far as I'm aware. And it's sort of like split into 3 categories. Like representation, genre, and then own voices. I'll kind of explain as I go. So you can double and triple up, but as long as the book only fits one from each category, like one prompt from each category. That doesn't make sense. I have doubled up, I think, a couple of them. So I'll kind of explain that. The first in representation is Aromantic Asexual, and I will be reading Loveless by Alice Oseman. Yay. It just fits perfect. Then 2 in representation is Demi/Grey Sexual, and I'm gonna be reading That Kind of Guy by Talia Hibbert. I absolutely loved Get a Life, Chloe Brown, so I know this is book 3 in the series, but Steph says in her video, cause she's reading this too, that you can read them in any order. They're all kind of like standalone, but all like characters sort of crossover, so you're okay to read them in whatever order. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading That Kind of Guy. Then for the third prompt in representation is bi/pan romantic /bi/pan asexual, and I'm going to be reading Crooked Kingdom by Lou Bardugo. Jesper is bisexual, so I thought that was really cool. When I read Six of Crows, I was like, oh, it's cute. So I really liked it. I'm excited. Yay. Next for genre, I'm going to be, for the first one, is sci-fi, so I will be reading, if I can get it, Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Finally gonna read this book. It's thinner than I expected it to be. The hardbacks make them look a lot thicker than they are, which is really cool. The second in genre is middle grade. I'm gonna be reading Rick by Alex Gino. I read George, I think it's George, I think earlier this year, or the end of last year, I can't remember. I'm excited to read one of his other books for sure. The third in genre is YA Contemporary. YA Contemporary. Oh my god, I'm going to read Loveless. I can't talk apparently. It's fine. Then the third set is Own Voices. And the first one is trans/non-binary author. And I'm going to go with Rick by Alex Gino. The second one is a black author, and I'm going to go with A Phoenix First Must Burn by Patrice Caldwell. It's floppy. I'm sorry. The cover is stunning. Apparently, this also features gender non-conforming people, like characters, so that's exciting. I'm excited to read about that. and all of the authors are black authors. Stories of black girl magic, resistance, and hope. So I'm excited to finally read it. So I was supposed to read it a couple months back and I didn't. But yeah, I'm finally going to do it. And the third one is a disabled author, which I actually didn't know about. And it turns out That Kind of Guy by Talia Hibbert fits. Apparently Talia Hibbert has a disability, which is kind of cool because it's relatable. I can relate to that. So yeah, that's really cool. I think that's everything for the Ace Race. I'll link the like their Twitter and stuff in the description. I think the only other readathon I need to like think about is it horror-a-thon? I heard it from Connor. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be participating or not. But it is towards the end of the month, so I have like a bunch of time before I have to actually think. And I'll probably do like a separate TBR if I am. And also, I just remembered Sherlockathon. I might also be participating in that. So, yeah. Contemporary Book Club's pick for October is Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get my hands on a copy, so I might not be able to participate, but if I can, then I will read it. Oh my god, I just lied straight to your face. I'm sorry, I actually did manage to get a copy of Little Women on my Kindle. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. But yeah, I actually can read it now. Whoopsie. But Middle Grade Monthly's pick for October is Ghost Squad. It looks really cool, so I'm excited to read that. Yeah, it looks kind of more like my type of middle grades. I prefer the darker, creepier, bizarre middle grades, I guess. I don't know, just weird. Anyway, now for the TBR game. I'm kind of thinking of calling this like Scrabble my TBR because I'm gonna do Scrabble. I did double check to make sure no one had done this, but someone has. Cat in Camera has done this, but she does it a different way to what I'm going to be doing it. I did think this before I searched. So basically how I'm going to do it is I'm obviously going to pick out the 7 tiles that you usually do for Scrabble, and then I'm going to make words, and whatever word I can make, I have to try and fit a book for that word. So if I get like a colour, I have to pick a book with that colour on the cover. Or like say animal, I have to pick a book with an animal on the cover, or I don't know, something like that. So hopefully this is going to go well. I might just do only 5 goes or rounds because I have so much books already on my TBR. I don't want to like overload it. So if I can fit some of my already set TBR into these words, that would be great. Hopefully I can do that. So let's get the pick the 7 words, letters. Oh my god. Yeah, that is 7. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I don't know how well this is gonna go. I'm dyslexic and I played Scrabble at the weekend with my mum and I was pretty bad. So I don't know how well this is gonna go. It's like I know words, but it's whether I can get the correct spelling of them. And like just being able to see words, I guess. I don't know. My dyslexia is a pain in the absolute backside. I'll show you the letters once I get them on the tray. So this is the letters. Don't know if you're gonna see that. Yeah, I've got RAROVT in this. So let me just think for a second, and then I'll come back with you, and then I'll come back to you with a word. But before I do, let me know in the description if you can make any words out of the sets that I get, I guess. That'd be kind of cool. Let me know in the comments if you find any words. Okay, I've managed to get one. I actually managed to get star. So I'm basically probably gonna have to find like anything to do with a book that has stars, like either on the cover or to do with the plot. But I can already see one right here, and it's a Phoenix Christmas Barn, and there is holographic, well, not holographic, but foiled stars, like the galaxy on the cover. So that's kind of cool. I can fit that in. That's good. Cool. That's one down. I now need to take 4 new letters out the bag. One, two, three, four. Okay, so I've actually added a U, E, I, and C to my letters. So I'm going to go and try and make a word out of that, and I'll come back. Okay, I think I might be able to pull this one off. I managed to make the word cure, like a vaccine for a cure or something, which is terrible for right now, and what's going on right now in the world. But I figured The Walking Dead would count for that, because like people want to guess, like find a cure for the walkers, like the zombies find a cure for the infection. So I think I'm gonna go with that. Volume 9 of The Walking Dead for a cure, which is really cool. Need to pick 4 more letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've added a S, G, A, and a Z. I really don't know if I'm gonna make a word out of those. Okay. Hi guys, I'm sorry if the angle has changed. I went downstairs because I could not for the life of me figure out a word. I was sat there for 5 minutes and I just could not find a word. So I went downstairs to ask my mum if she could find any words, and she managed to actually get one. But she actually managed to get visa, like a I don't know. You probably know what a visa is. To like go abroad and stuff, you know, like need a work visa if you're gonna work and stuff like that. The only book I can think of, or like anything, was the I Heart series by Lindsay Kelk, and the main character Angela needs a working visa when she moves to New York. So I kind of counted that because she's in New York right now, and she obviously needs a working visa to stay and work in New York and live. So I'm going to count that. I'm going to go for the 6th book in the I Heart series by Lindsay Kelk, and it is I Heart Christmas. So I'm hoping that counts. Well, I mean, it's my game, kind of like my rules, so fair enough. But what I'm going to do is, if I really can't get a word, and no one in the house can, I have to skip the round, which means I have to add an extra round on. So that's what I'm going to do. But this time I managed to actually luckily do it. So I got visa. So got to pick 4 new tiles. 2, 3, 4. So this is round 4 of the 5. This time I got 2 T's, a U, and an F. So I have to make a word out of this now. I really don't know if that's going to happen either, but we'll see. Okay, I've managed to make one. I don't know how much of a word this really is. But I got tuft. I really don't know if anybody else uses this word, but I use it as like a tuft of hair, like a sticky out bit of hair. I really don't know if I explained that, but I managed to find Spellslinger by Smashing the Castell. The main character actually has like tufts of hair like sticking up on the cover. I really don't know if you're going to see that, but he does have like up the front here, he has tufts of hair sticking up. So that's the best I'm going to get. Or the coin on the other end has tufts of hair hanging down here. It's a tuft of hair. That's the best I'm going to get, I think, without having to skip and add an extra round. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for tuft. Okay, got to pick the last 4 letters. Seems like I'm only getting like 4-letter words, but that's fine. 3, 4. Okay, so I've got an I, U, D, and an E this time. I can't see that, but okay. I don't know if it's going to focus, but so now I need to make a word out of that. So we'll see. I don't know if you can see that, but that's my letters. Alright, I did manage to find one. It was only a 3-letter word, but I have the most morbid brain, I swear to God, because all I could come up with was die. Oh my God, that's so bad. Anyway, but I figured death and die, someone is gonna die, the death of Mrs. Wisterwear, so someone dies. I think that's the best I'm gonna get. Without having to add an extra round. Oops. That's fine. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Death of Mrs. Westaway for die. Or even any of the thrillers that I'm gonna be reading, I'm sure there's deaths in it with the thrillers. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with whatever thriller, probably the Death of Mrs. Westaway. Seems the most accurate with the word death in the title. So that's the last round. Woo! I actually managed to fit 5 of the books from my TBR onto that, which is really cool. Okay, that's good. So I didn't have to add any extra books, which is really good. I was worried about that because it's like 15 books plus Ace Race plus Middle Grade Monthly plus whatever else. I also think I've put my name down for read-alongs with Tandem as well, so so I think that's the best I'm going to get. But let me know what you think of this TBR game, and if you want me to continue to do this every month, on top of like my other TBRs for readathons. It was actually a lot of fun, even though I'm not that great at it, but I tried. So yeah, let me know if you want me to keep doing it, and I will if you do. Anyway, I think that's all of my TBR set. My bed in this part here is a complete mess now of books and Scrabble letters, but that's fine. I hope you enjoyed my Goodreads, Twitter and Instagram, and anyone I mentioned, and the Black Lives Matter links are in the description as always. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!